It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl 19. It's the Fins and the 49ers. All that and more coming up next.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last two seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his third season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Out to return for the Dolphins, it's Braxton Berrios. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll get this to the former Falcon, Jonnu Smith. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row, and another first down. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. He's got it inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. 28 yards on the gain, and it sets up first and goal.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and Now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
Here's Achane. He slams it in there, and he is in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And this one is blocked. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Purdy now on 2nd down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air is Purdy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. There's a 3rd down and 4. Purdy gonna put it up again. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. Ronnie Bell back deep for the 49ers. This fielded inside the 35. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. First and 10. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, we've reached halftime in this low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our count in this one. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Mike is going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on first and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Hill brought in motion. Third and long. Here's Tua. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Here's Bell to return. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The 49ers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They're all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. the Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Tua. And it's caught right side by Beckham. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. What work after the catch. That one picks up 29 yards.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A quick throw here, taken by Odell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Oh, a loose football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Now Purdy. That's going to be caught. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. First and 10. Hill brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Once again, it's Mostert. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.